what free is, nigga? What's free? Free is when nobody else can tell us what to be.
Get ready, get ready, get ready, get ready, get ready, get ready, get ready.
Good morning. Kwanza kabisa natoa pole zangu za dhati kwa wale wote ambao wamekuwa kinunua products za designers from designer companies. I'm sorry but no sorry. So, you knew that you were buying a name, not the product. You are buying a name. Because same product, high quality, dependable, you can buy it from anywhere just without that brand name, but it's fine. This is business. I have nothing against these companies. But now, sijui kama umekuwa ukifuatilia Shikoa Hairstyle na kwa mtandao, what's happening between China and the US, the war, the trade war. I tell you, things zimeparagasha. Because Chinese manufacturers of these designer companies like Nike, Gucci, Louis Vuitton, and others, they are now showing their factories, making those products, and they are saying, you don't have to go through anyone, come to me. I'm the one who produces for Nike, for Louis Vuitton, for Gucci, Balenciaga, and so on and so forth. Bottom line, China imefunguka. Shikoa amewaambia mnatumia 100,000 kwenda na kurudi, na mahali pa kulala unaweza kutafuta Sabina Joy level na utalala. Hiyo ni kumaanisha na 1,000 yako 2,000, 3,000 utapata hoteli ya kulala China. Ukaa hapo wiki moja, tafuta vitu zile unataka kuuza, zilete Kenya. Tariffs are low, don't be cheated. Kwa sababu vitu zingine kama tracksuits, trousers, zinauzwa $1, just $1. Enda tu hapa, wachana na kuangalia watu wana dance sasa TikTok. For a moment, wachana hata na sisi watu tunaongelelea siasa na vile economy ni mbaya. Angalia vitu ambayo watu wanaongelelea about China and US war. Chinese manufacturers of designer products are now on TikTok inviting you to order from them. Hizi vitu nyingi tunauziwa bei ghali kama phone cases, nini. Zinatoka to cent, US cent, zinatoka to mashilingi kidogo. So, what I can challenge you is, now that this is happening, Kenyans, we know ourselves. Let not the rest of Africa take from us. Let us be the suppliers of the region, the suppliers of Africa. I know Kenyans, we are good thinkers. We are smart people. We are business people. Take advantage of the trade war between US and the Chinese and buy things, bring them to Kenya. And for you consumers, it is time you pay small prices. Don't pay premium prices. Stop shopping. Uko mahali uwanga una shop, unadanganywa vitu ni ya bei ghali, na kumbe sio bei ghali. Wewe mwenyewe umejionea China. Na kama hujaona, wewe ni mgeni hapa Yerusalemu, tafadhali, mambo yanatendeka hapa katika mtandao wa TikTok. Manufacturers wote wamekuja hapa wa China. Wanataka kuuza directly to retailers. Directly to retailers. Na wanauza packets za 50, unaweza kupakiwa 100, na wanakuletea mali huko wewe. So they are open to discuss business with you. They are no longer going to ship in bulks. They want to ship in small portions. Every trouble, every bad thing has a silver lining. Right.
China said, fuck them tariffs. They are offering 13% cash back on any purchases from American citizens. And not only that, they're going to give you 280 hours of visa-free entry into China to go shopping. No paperwork, nothing to do, no visa needed. You can just go to China and buy whatever it is you want. They said if America wants to try to keep American citizens from buying foreign goods, good luck. Because not only can you come here and buy the same shirt that you would buy in America for $40 and buy it there for $21, they also took away all prosecutions from fake brands. So they used to prosecute retailers who were making knockoff brands. They said, not anymore, honey. You can come buy all you want. They're not prosecuting any of their citizens for making knockoff brands like Nike, Versace, Gucci, none of that shit. And now they're going to give you 280 hours travel free to come on over there and buy whatever it is you want with a 13% instant cash rebate. I think y'all fucked around with the wrong one, man. I can't even hold you.
Some say as long as there's a tag saying made in China, the bag can never be luxury. However, in fact, more than 80% of the luxury bags in the world are made in China. But those luxury brands just won't acknowledge that. They take almost finished bags from China factories back to their own countries and just do the repackaging and logo installing, something like that. That way, the bags will appear at their boutiques as made in Italy or made in France. You know, those sophisticated European countries, which make you feel mysterious, royal, and thus luxury. Now, close your eyes. Let's just do a little very easy experiment in your head, okay? Imagine that you have Hermes bag and suddenly the label on it changed from made in France into made in China, while everything else like leathers, zippers, and hardware remain the same. Do you suddenly feel that your bag is not as luxury as before? If you do, that means you have been misled and poisoned by the market campaign of those luxury brands for too long. Welcome to the real world. Now you see, those bags are made in China by our intelligent and diligent Chinese artisans. Let's not be poisoned and misled by the market campaign any longer and be a real person. Buy a bag from our factory in China. See the real world for yourself.
Chinese producers are all over social media right now, and they're exposing just who is targeted by Trump's tariffs. And it's not the American consumers, and it's not the Chinese producers. It's actually our international corporations who have sold out American prosperity for their own profits. Let me illustrate. Let's use this example, Nike. Now, these are fictitious numbers just for example, but let's say that Nike buys shoes from this company that manufactures Nike shoes for $10 a Nike shoe, which isn't very far off. Nike turns around and sells that shoe at retail for $100. Here's the interesting part about tariffs. You're not paying tariffs on the retail price. This is not a tax in the classic sense, the way the economists who are bought and paid for are trying to conflate it as. It is a tax on the import. This means with a 25% tariff, Nike's going to have to pay $2.50 to the US government every time it imports a Nike shoe at $10. So this $2.50 gets remitted to the American government, to American citizens. Now Nike's cost $10 for the shoe, $2.50 for the import tax. This means they're netting $87 per shoe. Now that's net, not profit. There are going to be other costs that are going to have to come from that. But you can see that the increase in cost is $2.50. So let's say that Nike passes the entire cost onto the consumer, even a little more just because of the fear of tariffs. $103 a shoe now. That is the impact of a 25% tariff. So what the Chinese producers on TikTok are saying, instead of the American consumer buying it for $103, or let's just say that the company Nike eats all $2.50 of the tariff and still sells it for $100, you're way better off over here, paying directly to China, including the tariff, $12.50 a shoe plus shipping. So as you can see, the tariffs are not meant to hurt consumers. They're not meant to hurt China. They don't really affect China at all. They're meant to protect American industry. They're meant to protect Americans from their corporations who will sell them out for a profit. So if you look hard, you'll notice that the people who are screaming about how bad tariffs are for consumers, it's these companies right here. It's Wall Street. It's all the investors in these companies because they don't want American citizens to realize these companies have sold them out and that they're not doing Americans any favors.
Hello from China. Let me show you the United States products in my home. Nothing. Do you have something from China in your home?
So I don't know if you guys seen it, but China's TikTok, they're going in on luxury brands right now. After the whole tariff situation going on with Trump and them trying to bring China down to level the playing field or whatnot, China said they don't care no more. They're exposing all brands right now. They're showing you.
Some say as long as there's a tag saying made in China, the bag can never be luxury. However, in fact, more than 80% of the luxury bags in the world are made in China.
A lot of you guys need to give DHgate an apology. I remember people used to be clowning people on this app because people were getting exposed for buying products from DHgate. But then in reality, China is exposing that what's happening is those European brands, those American brands, those brands you were getting from other countries, what they would do is have it built in China and then send it over back to Italy or wherever it was. And then they would put their logo on there, like the LV logo or whatnot, and then say it was made in Italy. All right, so if I don't know what to say about that, but that's crazy to me. All right, because one girl on here actually made a lot of sense. She said that everybody on here usually says you bought it from China, that means you're cheap, right? And I thought about that, and that made a lot of sense because especially in the community, you always said, oh, that stuff looked like it was made out of China. And she was right. And I kind of felt bad though, because we were always saying whatever is made from China is cheap. But then we knowing, even though after we said that, Jordans were made in China and we knew that. We knew it for the longest time. And we still called China items cheap. Your iPhone, we knew iPhones were being made in China. And we said, oh, that was made in China. It's cheap. All right. So I don't know what you want to take from this information, but we got to stop saying that China sells cheap products. All right. I think we got to change that up a little bit because they're showing that your luxury brand, Louis, Gucci, Prada, is all cheap. All right. They just sold it to you for 1,000% up rate. You bought it. You bought a $200-300 Birkin bag for $20,000, $8,000. In reality, these luxury brands won. But I'm guessing, after seeing what I just showed you guys, that a lot of products, if they don't go with China, they're going to probably try to start going with India. They're probably going to try to go with Vietnam. They're going to try to go somewhere that they can get the same production for probably the same price, so nothing really changes, right? I thought after them saying they're going to bring everything to America, but we know they can't. All right? It's not the same. But if I was being petty, I'd bring it to Taiwan, but then we'd be in World War III by Sunday. All right? So I'm just saying, go to Chinese TikTok and you're going to see a lot of these things getting exposed. It's a dark side on over there. All right? It's a dark side. And they're even telling you, don't even go to Alibaba. Cut the middleman out. We're selling it over here for like $10, $100. Pretty crazy to say. You guys let me know down below. Have you took a tour down to the dark side? Have you went to Chinese TikTok? Let me know. What do you guys think is going to happen next? Do you think China's right? Do you think America's right? What do you guys think? I would definitely like to hear it, but TikTok's gotten funny lately. It's never laughed so hard. China don't care. But until then, guys, I'll catch you in the next video.
Louis Vuitton have seemingly reacted to all of the videos going viral over social media of manufacturers in China saying they make all of their stuff. A factory video from China has gone viral, and now people are seriously doubting the truth behind expensive fashion brands. One factory worker revealed that some of the biggest names in fashion, including Louis Vuitton and Zara, secretly get a lot of their stuff made in cities like Dongguan and Guangdong. Even though these brands brag about being made in Europe, the video claims that more than half of Louis Vuitton's bags are actually made in China. People online were blown away when they heard that most of the silk used by Louis Vuitton comes from a factory in Hangzhou called Huaxili. It didn't stop there either. The worker said a manager told him it costs around $15 to make something that looks exactly like one of their luxury items. The biggest reason this is upsetting fans is that these brands charge thousands for each product, saying it's all premium, handmade stuff. Now, many are starting to feel like they've been misled and taken advantage of, especially when the final product may not be much different from cheaper versions. And now, a statement has been released to the press, seemingly from a source close to Louis Vuitton. In their statement, the source close to the brand said, "Louis Vuitton want everyone to know that what these people are saying is completely false and untrue, and they want everyone to understand that every item LV releases is made under meticulously high standards. At least it's been addressed, so it might not be true. However, we're going to have to wait to see if there's any real evidence for them making their clothes in China." Despite their statement, what's really getting attention is the idea that this might only be the beginning. People are already talking about how other workers from different factories might come forward soon. If that happens, it could completely shift the way the world looks at luxury brands and how they really operate behind the scenes. But not everyone's mad about it. Some people said they don't really care where it's made because what they're really paying for is the brand name and the status that comes with it. So even with the truth out there, not everyone plans to stop buying. For this video's comment question, do you believe Louis Vuitton? Before you go, be sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe for daily news updates on your favorite celebs.
All my business friends in Africa, look here! From a professional water treatment equipment manufacturing factory in China. These are 100 high-end intelligent water dispensers customized for our client in Kenya, supporting 3 types of water: hot, warm, and cold, fully automated direct drinking water equipment. If you want to know more, contact me.
FYP is full of these videos from China, just sharing how they manufacture luxury goods and how they're trying to just go straight to the consumers now, and they don't even want to work with these brands, it seems like. I'm surprised more people didn't know that they'll, like, for example, if they're doing like a luxury bag, they'll probably make the majority of the bag in China, and then they'll ship it back to whatever country it is. And then in that country, they'll either add some finishing touches or they'll add their logo or some sort of something, right? They'll add something. So that allows them to be able to write made in Italy or made in America, not 100% made in America. And I'm surprised more people don't know that, but like the quality for China products are just as good. We always had this assumption that China goods are not good, but it's all propaganda at this point. And all I see right now is that China is going to keep growing and surpassing all the other countries. This is a long time coming because for a really long time, a lot of people look down on China. But now more people are traveling to China and seeing the reality of the situation, which I think is amazing because in the tide's turn, I guess.
Boutique price $23,000, but Guangzhou price $600. Let's expose luxury's dirty pricing secrets. Take this Kelly bag, a must-have for socialites. We work with the same leather and hardware suppliers as Hermes, so I'll give you the raw truth. Cost breakdown. Leather, 1 pair male calfskin hide makes 3 bags. Cost $19.3 per foot, $578 per head, $193 per bag. Lining, goat skin, $50. Hardware, vacuum plated German steel, $100. Thread, Italian waxed thread, $55. Edge paint, finished water-based edge paint, $60. Packaging, $20. Not including labor. Total material cost $478. Boutique price $23,000. My version, same material, same craftsmanship, 0 brand tax, 1/10 the price. We sent both bags to a third-party lab. Results: leather durability better than original. Hardware oxidation resistance better than original. Why pay for a logo when you get identical quality? Save the $20,000 for things that actually matter.
European luxury companies tried to blame America's tariffs for the recent price hikes, but were unexpectedly exposed by China, who revealed the insanely greedy markups they're actually charging. Multiple European luxury brands, including Prada, Gucci, and Chanel, recently raised their already sky-high prices. These companies argued that the increases were necessary in order to protect their businesses and employees from the financial effects of the tariffs. However, this excuse angered owners of manufacturing companies in China, who took to social media to reveal that these European companies are raising prices purely out of greed. They claim that even at a 20 to 50% tariff rate, the prices these brands charge ensure that they will still make a profit of more than 2,000%, and they have actual evidence to back up these claims, as one poster who operates an OEM factory which produces the actual products that these luxury companies put their brand on and sell to consumers. He showed that one bag, which retails at $38,000, actually only costs about $1,400 to manufacture, which is a markup of more than 2,700%.
Abducting us and killing us won't stop us. Seizing the future of this nation. R.I.P. to our fallen soldiers. Yes, they knew that freedom had a price.
You like me, why them a fight me? You like me, chewing a bone with a bitey. We don't trust them, even if we bust them. We don't trust them, stay far, not touch them. We don't trust them, hope their man a sub them. Informer me say you must them.